Once again back with another interesting topic on story splitting. And as product owners or story creators, we always have a challenge. How do I split a big epic into smaller user stories? Yes, there are a lot of techniques available to do that. But I'm going to focus on a technique which I have been coaching product owners to use, which is called as the spider model or the spider story splitting technique. So spider is an acronym which is SPIDR, S for spike, P for path, I for interfaces, D for data, and R for rules. So let me explain this spider acronym. What exactly does it mean and how we can use this for our story splitting. So coming to the first point, S for spike. What are spikes? Spikes are, as we know, research-oriented work or research-oriented stories. Many times what happens is, although the product owner has done a lot of efforts, still the story is not clear, or still there are a lot of unknowns in the story. And the development team might want to explore the story further before they can actually commit to it in a sprint planning meeting. So which is where the development team might take the help of a spike or a research story. Usually this spike or a research story is done for a couple of days or maybe maximum 3 to 4 days in a sprint, and post which a clarity about the story is achieved. So S stands for spike or a research story. The second acronym in a spider model is P for path. What are the various paths in which I can slice and dice a user story? Well, paths can be like, for example, in the first MVP, we only have one path related to, let us say, credit card payment. In the second MVP, we enhance it with, let's say, debit card. In the third release, we enhance it with, let us say, online payment through bank, right? So these are nothing but different paths. So I have sliced my stories, or I have created the slicing of that big epic into stories based on various paths. Payment by Visa card, or payment by credit card only, payment by debit card, and payment by, let us say, direct bank transfer. So that is P for path. What is I? I for interfaces. Well, you know what? Based on an analysis, based on figuring it out, how many potential customers are using which browser or which operating system, you can also target your stories accordingly. For example, the first MVP might be only focusing on, let us say, for example, Android phones. The second set would be mainly for, let's say, iOS, and the third set may be for Windows Mobile, right? So based on these interfaces, we design our stories. The next one, D for data. What is D for data? I actually classify my stories as per a data range. For example, only users above 18 will be able to log in into the site, right? So I have stories targeting only for users above 18. Or I apply a filter criteria that initially this application would be rolled out for people between 40 to 60, then 20 to 40, like what has happened with the CoWIN application in India, right? It first started with senior citizens, then 45 plus with comorbidities, then 18 to 45. So that is what we call as the various data sets on which we create user stories. Lastly, we have R. R is nothing but rules what we have, right? The business rules on the basis of which we can construct stories. For example, you can pick up only 3 quantities of an item. That is a business rule. Or another rule can be that 2 offers cannot be combined together, right? So if there are multiple discounts going on for a retail application, you cannot combine 2 discounts into and get a combined benefit out of it. That will be my rules. That will be my rules on the basis of which I'm going to slice and dice the user stories. So this in a nutshell is my spider model of user stories. On a side note, when I coach product owners, I also try to apply some gamification techniques as a part of story slicing and as a part of story authoring. One such tool is the story cube, what you see here. The story cubes are very interesting cubes, and these cubes actually have a picture on them, as you can see. They have a picture on them, and this is available on any stationery store. You can actually have a look at it, and these story cubes will actually help you visualize the context. That's all for this video. I hope you liked the topic, and do share, like and subscribe to our channel. This is your coach Ashutosh Bhatodekar signing off for the moment. Thank you.